Hey there, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be diving into a topic that's crucial for anyone that's considering living, working, or even just visiting Colombia. We're going to be talking about Colombian taxes for foreigners. So, if you're planning to make Colombia your new home, this complete guide is a must-watch. When it comes to starting a new chapter in Colombia, there are a few important things that you must keep in mind, and one of them is knowing when to declare taxes. Just like in any other country, living the dream comes with some important duties, but don't worry about it just yet. We're here to break it down for you and make it easy to understand. The first step is determining whether you are a tax resident in Colombia. According to Colombian law, you're considered a tax resident if you've spent more than 183 days within a 365-day period. Even if the 183-day period covers 2 different calendar years, you will be considered a tax resident in Colombia for the second year. It's important to note that the days count from the day you arrived in the country to the day you left. And remember, it's not important in which month you arrive. It's all about the total amount of days that you've spent in the country. So now that you know whether you're a tax resident or not, what's next? Well, being a tax resident in Colombia doesn't automatically mean that you have to report your income. The income tax applies to natural persons such as employees or self-employed individuals who are required to pay taxes based on their salary, earnings, commissions, and other income earned in the previous year. Your tax return is essentially the information that the Colombian Tax Customs National Authority requires you to submit to calculate your income tax obligation. However, it's important to note that not every tax resident is required to report their income. The income statement that you present is based on the economic transactions of the previous year. For example, your income statement for 2023 will be based on your economical activities in 2022. Now, let's go over the criteria to determine whether you need to declare income tax in Colombia for the upcoming year. You're required to declare income tax if any of the following conditions apply to you. Your gross equity at the end of the fiscal year is equal to or greater than 171,018,000 Colombian pesos, or roughly 39,000 US dollars. Your income for the taxable year, your credit card payments accounted, the total value of your purchases and consumption, or the total value of your accumulated income from bank appropriations, deposits, or financial investments is equal to or greater than 53,206,000 Colombian pesos, or roughly 12,000 US dollars. It's important to remember that presenting an income tax declaration doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pay income tax in Colombia. Now, let's talk about deadlines. The first step in filing your income tax return is to consult the DIAN 2023 tax calendar. The dates for filing tax returns for natural persons fall between August 9th and October 19th. In the link below, you can find all the information you need to know about DIAN and their full tax calendar. You must pay close attention to the deadlines based on the last 2 digits of your NIT, which corresponds to your tax identification number. Filing your tax return before the established date is crucial to avoid any possible fines. But what happens if you don't file your tax return or if you file it late? If you file your tax returns after the payment deadline has passed, you will incur in a late filing penalty, which is equal to 5% of the amount owed. The penalty increases by 5% each month or fraction of a month that passes between the payment deadline and the date in which the tax return is submitted. There is also a minimum penalty of 424,000 Colombian pesos in 2023 for unfulfilled or poorly fulfilled obligations declared after the due date. This penalty applies even if the income statement shows a negative value to be paid to the DIAN. A warning message will be sent to you, notifying you that you have up to 1 year to make the corresponding tax payments. If the payment is not registered by the end of the month, a 10% penalty will be added, according to the Article 642 of the Colombian tax statute. If you don't file your income taxes at all, it would mean paying a 20% fine based on the value of your bank deposits or gross income for the year you are supposed to declare, whichever is highest. We understand that navigating Colombian taxes as a foreigner can be challenging, especially taking into account bureaucratic processes and the language barrier. That's why we recommend seeking assistance to ensure compliance with the local tax regulations. At Nexo Legal, we specialize in tax-related activities and can be your best ally when it comes to fulfilling or understanding your tax obligations in Colombia. Don't hesitate to get in touch with us. We'll provide the guidance you need from the first to the last step of the way. We hope this information has been helpful for you. If you have any questions or need further clarification, feel free to leave a comment. We'll answer them and get in touch with you if you require further assistance. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.